I would like to formally welcome you this morning to UN House. Welcome. And this is no ordinary meeting, this is a special BREA meeting. So we expect something very special this morning. And it's a timely meeting because it facilitates some meaningful dialogue between key stakeholders within the renewable energy sector. Especially for us, it's significant because civil society in partnership with the private sector and government has a very important role to play in addressing global climate and energy issues faced by our world today. But more so in establishing the business case or business model that's going to fuel that pursuit. Because although climate change is extremely important, that's our goal in order to mitigate and also adapt. But for us to achieve that goal, we need to have a business case to encourage the private sector to get on board. Because it's about the environment, but it's also about the economic component as well, and financial for businesses. So we need that to be built in. So this is crucial. But such partnerships that I speak about this morning and dialogues are important to achieve SDG 7 and SDG 13. And this morning I'm going to be very brief, but I want to locate this within a larger framework. So SDG 7 calls for affordable and clean energy. And this is all what we're discussing this morning. SDG 13 speaks about, a call for climate action. And if we go into the first SDG, it speaks about ensuring access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern forms of energy. If we have to explore the Caribbean landscape, and we look at businesses specifically, there are two things that inhibit business within the Caribbean: access to energy and a reasonable cost and a reliable source of energy. But next to that, in terms of the access to energy, is also financing. And I heard one of the members here this morning said we need to ensure that financing is placed squarely on the agenda this morning, and we can't exclude that. And he's right, because these are two crucial issues that must be addressed. A stronger, a more dynamic, and more vocal civil society needs to emerge. Now, unfortunately, within the context of Barbados, civil society has not been as vocal as it should be. And many times that happens because if you look at some of the prominent civil society organizations, many of them are directly financed by government. And if they're directly financed by government, they may be tempted not to say or do certain things because it may run counter to the policy of government, but it may not be in the best interest of civil society. So we need to disentangle ourselves somewhat. We need to get more power and authority within the civil society sector. I don't know if BREA has that issue or problem at this time, and that's for no comment. But this is important that we have the civil society on a stronger footing so that it can engage with government and the private sector, independently. So the JEF Small Grants Program remains committed to provide the catalyst required to foster this metamorphosis in Barbadian civil society, along with civil societies in over 131 countries around the world, as we partner to save our world and taking community action that cumulatively has a global impact. Now, to many of you here today, if you're like certain people I know, certain people that are very busy will say, we don't want all that talk, we want action, and it's about the bottom line. But I want to tell you this morning, it is about the bottom line for many of you. That's important, because for business viability, the bottom line has to be satisfied. But I want you to understand that it goes beyond that, because if we really to understand and appreciate the bigger picture, this meeting is about saving Barbados, because the renewable energy sector is critical for the future development of Barbados.